tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. Here we are together again on the radio with a public service announcement for all my boys out there who are about to graduate high school, go on to college. Now is the time, if you have a girlfriend, to dump her. Because if she's going to another city or you're going to another city, one or both of you are going to start screwing other people. No matter what she says to you now about lifetime devotion, and we'll still get together, and you'll still hear from me, and we'll see each other on holidays, and we'll try to get together at least once a month. Once you get to the college campus, and especially once she gets to the college campus and doesn't have mommy and daddy breathing down her neck, what goes on the road stays on the road, and it will happen, and you will have your heart broken. You shouldn't have a girlfriend anyway, boys, so now is the time to grasp your balls firmly in place, man up, and tell her it's over before she breaks your heart, and she will. Our toll-free telephone number, 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. Travis on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Travis.
How are you?
Do you care?
Oh, I do care.
Doing great.
Excellent. Good to hear. I just want to let all the guys know I did this exact same thing like 8 months ago when I left for college. I go to Arizona State University. Me and my girlfriend were together for 2.5 years, and I just told her a month after it wasn't working out, and, you know, we should both go our separate ways. She was planning on going to school in Georgia the next year, and she totally agreed. She said she was saying the same thing. I want all the guys to know, you know, it's a lot easier than you think, and you're right, you know, it's totally the best thing to be doing.
Yeah, because you're going to get your heart broken. There's no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know what it's like. Does your girlfriend live at home? Of course she does. When she's 18 or less, lives at home with mommy and daddy, has to hide her birth control pills, has to hide her diaphragm, whatever.
Yep.
And, you know, has to have sex with you on the sneak. And mommy and daddy don't suspect you're having sex with her because you're the kind of nice guy that mommy and daddy sign off on.
They love me.
Right, they love you.
They love me.
But the minute she leaves home, and she could just lay those birth control pills out on the nightstand, the minute she can come home after 11 o'clock at night, anytime she feels like it,
oh, yeah.
the minute she can start imbibing alcoholic beverages, legal or not, or smoking weed or hash or whatever it is people do in college, I'm telling you, she'll be doing it. And then you're going to have one of those situations. It's Friday night, and the phone is ringing, 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 ringing. And for some reason, she's not picking up.
Yeah.
And that's because she's otherwise engaged with somebody else. And I'm trying to save the boys some heartbreak.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Not to mention, think about this, Travis. How many hot pieces of ass did you have to pass up the first few months of college before you were smart enough to break up with your girl?
Oh, my God. It only took me a month. I don't even know how many. Arizona State, oh, so many.
Yeah.
So many, Tom.
Uh-huh.
Seriously.
I know.
Once you go Greek, it's 10 times better.
Once you go Greek, you're a complete freak.
It's very true, man.
You know, that's the deal.
True.
So, I mean, a lot of these boys have never been away from home, and they have no idea what a college campus is like, and they don't know what they're looking forward to here, or what they should be looking forward to here. But it is just an ass extravaganza when you get to college campus. All these girls who left their boyfriends back home, all these girls who've never been away from home before, all these girls who've never had a drink before, never smoked weed before,
Yep.
were never on the pill and now are. See, all the girls are just like the girl that you will be breaking up with. All leaving home and finally free to do whatever they want. And
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
they do. Anyway, Travis, thank you.
Thank you very much. Could you take me out old school?
Here you go. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Brandon on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Father.
Hello, son.
Well, I called in to tell you that the reason why I think all these women are really calling in is because they're upset and they're mad because you are making men's lives so much easier and making their lives infinitely harder.
And I'm telling the truth. This is what happens.
It is what happens.
Yeah.
And I notice this. I hear all this stuff on the radio about, how women get everything in a divorce and whatnot, or how dates are like just a free meal for them and nothing for you.
Right.
And they're just upset because you're sharing your knowledge about this field.
That's right.
And they do not like that one bit.
No. Also, they're raising little pussy boys to be pussy men.
Hell yeah.
And they don't want me getting in the way of their education.
Yes. Because they just want them raised just right to be suckers when they grow up to be older.
That's right. These women are raising boys. They remove their testicles at about 12 until the guy decides to get married. Then mom hands the testicles over to the wife, ultimately.
Yeah.
And that's why you have a country full of pussified men.
And that's why, I'm kind of wondering about the future. I'm kind of wondering.
Well, that's why we're here. We're trying to stem the tide. There isn't a lot out there. There are not a lot of people who want to stand with me. But,
I do, Tom. I want to stand with you.
Yeah.
I do stand with you.
We're doing what we can to turn this around.
I think that is just fantastic, Tom, because you are the man.
Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate the call. Anthony on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, hello, Tom. How you doing?
Doing okay.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Look, I just wanted to tell you, I agree with you 100% on this topic, and I think it's great that you're talking about this because, for one, not only is it graduation season, it's good because, a lot of teenage guys are running around with girls who are trying to hold on to them for dear life. A lot of my friends included. Some guys were like, I wish I could have had a girlfriend or whatever, when they should be glad that they didn't, because a lot of guys get the misimpression that they have to say those three little words, "I love you."
I love you.
Just to get a girl in the sack.
Right. That's right.
When in actuality, you don't have to do that, and that's just something that girls will try to sucker guys into doing so that they're stuck with them. And
while many of them go off and do whatever they want when they're alone anyway.
Oh, for sure. Oh,
that's the thing the guys don't get.
No, Tom. Guys just don't understand. Oh, she's not answering her cell phone. Well, did you ever stop to think about why? And you're sitting here on a Friday, Saturday night home alone? Dude, go do your thing.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
That's right.
But, and then another thing was that definitely because of such a high, divorce rate, I'm sure that there's a lot of boys being raised by single moms who are just completely pussified. They're raised by women.
That's right.
And often they have sisters, and if they're not extremely feminine themselves, they just don't know the ropes, and they're just, well, you have to treat a lady this way, or a lot of guys, in fact, that I know, get the false impression that, that the lady runs the house, that, it's her who has to, get the last word in, and I'm like, nah, who wears the pants,
Yeah, and we have to remember who wears the pants, and then act accordingly.
Oh, for sure, but see, the thing is that guys get suckered into, saying I love you, and then when it's time to, cut the leash, all of a sudden, but you said you loved me, and it's just ridiculous. To me personally, I think all guys who are about to graduate, just break up. Not only will it be good for yourself, but, it'll also give, your girl, you will never get your heart broken. It's better to leave before it gets that far in.
And when you get to college, you want to be available for all that poon.
I know. That's the thing. Why go to college and be like, you know what, I can't tonight, or I can't at all because I have a girlfriend?
I'd love to go to the malt shop with you there, Jennifer, but I got to go home and call my girlfriend.
Oh, no way. No way. Not me. That's why I got to just, thank you. Not only with this, but also with just a lot of things. Knowing how women think. And when I go into my little, mini Leykis 101 lectures, all my guy friends, get riled up.
Yeah.
And are all excited. And, dude, you know so much about girls. It's like, dude, just put it on 97.1. And, that's where you acquire such knowledge.
That's where you get it, baby.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
Well, break it down for me.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-866.
You are on top of your game, my friend. On top of your game.
Thank you. It's the Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Alexandra, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
I am the longest time listener and first time caller.
Love that.
And it's such a pleasure to be talking to you. I am going through exactly what you were talking about. However, from the other standpoint, I have been dating somebody for 9 months now. I'm madly in love with him, and we've been having a long-distance relationship. We're at 2 different colleges, and finally, after the 9 months, he tells me that he can't handle school and a relationship at the same time. But I think that's a bunch of crap because I had a friend of mine who goes to the same school, do a little investigation, and it turns out my boyfriend is seeing other people.
Of course.
So, and I can't believe it. I don't know what to do. It's the most heartbreaking thing. And
well, it's only heartbreaking because you were not realistic in the first place.
It's true. I thought I could handle it. I saw him maybe like twice a month or so.
Yeah.
And we talked for the first maybe 7 months. We talked like twice a day on the phone, and we kept in the best contact. And then it just went completely downhill from there. There were no signs at all.
Well, the bottom line here is that a young man needs sex all the time. It would be like a young man saying, I'm going to go to college and I'm never going to urinate.
Yeah.
Of course he is. You can make all the promises you want and you can have all the good intentions you have, but he's not going to do that. Not going to refrain from ejaculating. It's not going to happen.
If the truth were to be known, actually, I could not hold myself back either, and I did see other people.
So, see, that's what I was saying earlier. So, here you are saying how heartbroken you are, but you were doing the exact same thing. So, you were hoping to do whatever you wanted and hoping he would stay faithful. Just what I said earlier.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing. Well, the thing what happened is at first he kept saying, oh, I don't want an exclusive relationship. You know, we'll just have, we'll just see each other when we can, but no, nothing exclusive. And then I went traveling for a while. And the day before that I left on my big trip, that's when he says to me, oh, I want, you just to be with me.
Yeah, and you know why he said that before your big trip? Because he knows what girls do on their big trip.
Exactly.
They go to get laid. Where did you go get laid, dear?
Several places.
Several places. Was it several guys or one guy? Oh, all around the world.
Yeah.
So you had like an Italian guy and a Greek guy and a French guy?
Yeah, several French and a few from Israel.
All right, well, so now think about this. You expected to have a double standard. You expected to do whatever you wanted while he remained faithful to you.
And the worst thing is, though, is that the truth is he really is the perfect ultimate person for me, and there really is no better match. But I just realized that I can't. I'm still young. I'm only 21 right now, and I can't hold myself back from
And you won't.
dating. And I won't. And I'm not ready to, settle down. And I take your advice. You don't need a boyfriend or a girlfriend at my age.
No, you don't.
And I thank you for that advice. It's helped me, because when I was younger, I didn't date at all. And now, in the last few years, I've completely made up.
Well, that's good.
Everything after listening to you.
That's the important thing here. So now, have you broken up with him?
Not officially, no.
Why not?
The thing is, he hasn't told me that he's seeing anyone else. He hasn't actually brought it.
Dear,
straight
it
out.
doesn't matter if he has, because you were seeing other people.
Right. And
We can call him and ask him.
all right.
All right.
Actually, I'd really like to.
All right. Does he listen to the show?
Once in a while, when he's in Seattle, he does.
Okay. All right, so he'll know who I am.
Oh, he'll know exactly who you are.
Okay. So we'll just ask him point blank.
But I'll tell you one thing, though.
What?
He hardly ever answers his phone. This is his newest thing.
All right. Well, that's
That,
because he's busy getting laid.
well, most likely, yes.
You weren't answering when you were in France, either.
No, actually, I did. I was really good, and I sent him emails, and I
I
tried
know.
calling him.
Yeah, so when you were done having sex, you go back to your room and write him an email. Hi, honey, thinking about you. I saw the Eiffel Tower today. It was about 8 inches.
Yeah. I don't know what to say to that. I don't know. It's the worst feeling in the world. I guess, I don't know if you would call it I guess cheating on somebody.
Dear, he told you he didn't want an exclusive relationship.
Well, that was the screwy thing. The only reason I went to France is because I met somebody that I was possibly interested in. And
he said, come to France sometime. I speak French. And I'll take you around. Right?
Well, partially. I also have friends. That wasn't the only reason that I went. But that was the main reason. I'd say 95%. That's why I went.
Well, 95% is a pretty commanding lead over the other reason.
And then it turns out this guy from France came to Seattle to stay with me for a month, and it completely fell through, and nothing came of it at all, which was the joke of it all. But,
yeah. All right, well, we're going to find out. By the way, does he know that you've been with other people?
Yes.
He does. Okay. So if I mention that, I won't be blowing your cover.
The thing is, though, that now in the long run, he really is the person that I want to be with. He's the person that if I ended up marrying, I'd be extremely happy.
Right.
In 5 years or something like that.
Right.
But I know right now, just with excuse me.
I'll make it like Sleepless in Seattle. Why don't you agree to meet at the Empire State Building in the year 2010?
Actually, can I tell you something? I tried that. I met a guy 3 years ago. He was my grandmother's next-door neighbor in France, and I fell completely in love with him, and we made a deal.
You're always falling in love. What is this with falling in love?
You'll really like this story, okay?
All right.
So I fell in love with this guy in France, and 3 years later, we decided that no matter where we were in the world, that we'd meet up in Las Vegas.
Right.
Okay, so the 3 years came, and...
you were in Vegas, and he was banging somebody else in France.
This was last Valentine's Day.
Right.
And for these 3 years, I was head over heels over this guy. And he always kind of held me off. He said, he says, I can't give you what you want, so just, just don't...
Have fun in Vegas.
Don't have feelings for me.
Right.
So anyway, so we meet up in Las Vegas, and I've got to tell you, Tom, I am, on the scale of 1 to 10, I am a Italian 15.
How did I miss that?
What?
How did I miss out on that?
I don't know. Anyway, so we meet up.
You could have fallen in love with me, so I could have casually discarded you.
So, let me tell you. So we meet up in Las Vegas. As soon as he sees me 3 years later, when I'm older and I've got myself together, of course, that's when he's like, oh, my God, what was I thinking? I'm so sorry that I, ignored you for 3 years. Now, he says, let's get married in Las Vegas, randomly. So I haven't talked to him since. But that type of thing doesn't work out so well either, meeting people.
All right. Let's call him up.
All right.
And we're going to get the answer to your question.
All right.
All right? Hang on there. We're going to call do we call him a boyfriend at this point? I don't know. We're going to call the guy. We're going to call her man. Find out what the deal is. Catherine on the Tom Leykis show. No. I'll take Tammy. I want to take Tammy first. Tammy. Are you there? Yes.
Oh, my God. Do you even screen the girls that are calling and the last idiot man you talked to, or I should say boy?
Dear, we're talking about high school seniors.
I know that, but
so
obviously...
That's who we're talking about, and mostly too.
I understand that, but the thing is that these kids don't have any idea what they're talking about, and for that one boy that you were talking to be giving advice about, hang it up because you're going to go to college and stuff like that.
Right.
That's just ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous?
It's completely ridiculous because...
Well, stop saying it's ridiculous and tell me why.
It's ridiculous
because...
He has no clue what he's talking about at all.
Yeah, but I have a clue what I'm talking about, and that's why he needed to hear what I said.
But what I'm...
Because I've been there.
I believe that, and I've been there myself. I'm way older than your usual crowd, and I'm down here in California, listening to this junk.
What junk?
I mean, and this girl, she's the reason why these women out here are.
Are you from the East Coast, darling?
No, I'm from California. So
out here. Mostly people from the East Coast call it out here.
Right. But that's no excuse for being stupid. Geography is no excuse for being stupid.
But you have to admit, my advice is spot on.
I will give you a part of that.
Why only part of it?
Because you were agreeing with the kid that was saying, oh, yeah, go off to college and forget, just break it off before this and that, and, the whole don't say the 3 words, I love you, and all that stuff.
Right.
You agreed with all of that, and that's when I lost it.
Why?
Because half of these people, these good relationships, I don't know how old you are, but good relationships have started at that age.
Generally, they don't. As a matter of fact, people who get married in the 18 to 21 age group, they have an 80% divorce rate. 80.
You think so?
No, that's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Out there?
No, in America.
I beg to differ.
Well, you can differ all you like. It's a number. It's a fact. If you beg to differ, show me your statistics.
Show me yours.
Dear, I will get them for you because I read this on the air. We actually talked about it. I read the research on the air.
I just think you're promoting... you're just like promoting these guys to treat these girls like crap.
Yes, because that's how guys get laid. Women love jerks.
But you're promoting it.
Yes, I'm telling the guys, if you want to get laid, be the jerk that your mother's ex-husband was. Because that's what turned her on.
Oh, my God.
It's true.
You serious?
How many divorced women talk about that jerk they used to be married to, that irresponsible deadbeat, that creep, that a-hole? How many times have you heard a divorced woman say that?
I don't.
Have you ever heard a woman say that?
I don't.
Have you ever heard a woman?
All my friends
I'm talking about all your friends. You tend to have friends who are like yourself. Have you ever heard of a woman saying that?
I'm gonna catch you on that one because all my friends are married and they're still married. I'm the one that's divorced.
That's fine. I'm talking about divorced women. Have you ever heard a divorced woman say, like for example, to the kid, "Your father, what a jerk. Your father, what a deadbeat. Your father, what an a-hole." You've never heard that before?
Yes, I have.
You
yes,
have.
I have. Yes,
and so don't you find it interesting? Don't you find it interesting? Don't you find it interesting that women want to have children with guys like that?
I don't think that they want to have children with guys like that.
Yes,
because guys are
they do.
fake-ass lying dogs, and they don't present themselves.
Ooh, you sound like you got a little baggage there, sweetheart.
Oh, I do. I'm not saying that I don't. I'll be the first to admit it. That's why I'm very protective of myself. I don't date anymore because I can't put up with guys' crap, the crap that you're promoting on the air.
I'm not just promoting it. I am reflecting reality. This is what guys want. I tell guys how to get what they want. It's effective. It works.
Do you have any sisters? Or do you
I do. I have 2 sisters.
And
yes.
would you want... I mean, what you're promoting, you're telling these guys here, this is how you can go get a stupid woman.
Yes.
And would you want that guy to be involved with your sister?
Again, if my sisters were that stupid...
Oh, my God. And then oh, my God. This is the guy that was just talking to the idiot on the phone saying that male kids that are brought up by women are pussified. Is that what he said?
Yeah, brought up by single mothers, yeah.
Right, okay.
In fact, I said that, and he was agreeing with me.
Okay, well, then, I don't understand. If it wasn't for us, none of you would be here.
Oh, well,
We're
dear,
all very strong.
if it wasn't for the sperm of that jerk you used to be married to, your kid wouldn't be there either.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for me, my daughter wouldn't be surviving this day.
What do you
I'm
mean?
the strong parent here. I'm the one that's taking care of her day in and day out.
You don't raise boys. I was talking about single mothers who raise boys. They're pussies.
Boys? No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they are not.
Yes, they are.
One of my best friends has a son, and he's just fine.
You just told me all your friends were married. You were the only one who was divorced.
I didn't say she was married.
You said that all of your friends are married. You said you were the only one who was divorced.
Out of most of my friends.
Oh, well, you didn't say that. You said all of your friends.
Okay, you got me on that. Okay. But fact still remains is women who bring up boys, they're not pussified.
Yeah, oh yeah, they are.
No.
They're the ones who are raised to peace sitting down, and they're the ones told that women want strong, sensitive men. Men who can cry. Men who respect women.
And you're telling me that that's wrong?
Yeah, there you go. You see? You agree with that? And if you had a son, you'd be telling him all that stuff. And now, as an adult woman, have you ever noticed, even if you're not one of them, have you ever noticed the number of women saying there's no good men around anymore?
Yes, I have noticed.
Yes, you know why that is? Because all the men your age are the first adult generation of men who grew up being raised by single mothers. And all those pussies out there, they were raised by women like you.
Oh,
and now,
no.
it's all come home to roost, hasn't it? Now you can't find a good man. And that's because all these men were raised by single mothers.
But see, you're generalizing.
It's generally true. Oh, sure, there's exceptions. Go find a needle in the haystack. But in the meantime, generally it is true.
Oh, I think you're wrong.
Oh, I'm telling you, I can tell you, I deal with the flotsam and jetsam that come out of this every day. Yeah, these guys call up, they're broken. They're broken. They don't know how to be guys. They don't know how to be strong. They don't have their balls. And I tell them how to get their balls back.
That makes absolutely no sense, because if that was true, there wouldn't be so many damn dogs out there hurting all these dumbass girls like that little idiot you were talking to right now.
Oh, listen how bitter. You are so bitter. You are so bitter.
I am. I'm totally bitter. I told you, I'll be the first to admit it, because there's nothing but dogs out there. So where are these pussified guys?
Yeah, because who wants to take on your old baggage? Let's face it, that kid of yours is somebody else's kid. Who wants to pay for that? And who wants to wait in line behind your daughter?
I make very good money. I don't need anybody to pay for anything.
That's generally what
it has nothing to do with it.
Now, again, if you were really attractive, I have a feeling that you wouldn't have to be in that position.
What was that?
I said if you were really attractive, you wouldn't be in that position.
That's not true. I have people on me constantly. I have plenty of guys coming after me.
How tall are you?
I don't need the drama.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
How much do you weigh? Did you hear me?
Excuse me?
I said, how much do you weigh?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I weigh, what, 140?
140?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you have what, black man approaching you? What?
I have every nationality approaching me. I'm Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay, very good. 5'4", 140. That's large.
She's a piggy.
That's large.
Am I what?
That is large.
No.
You're large, darling.
No.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Oh, no, I'm not.
There, please.
No, please, trust me, I'm not.
There, 140 is a lot for 5'7" or 5'8".
No, it isn't.
Of course it is.
Trust me, I'm very cute.
That's what they all say, dear.
See, I'm not one of those...
Everyone's cute on the phone.
Because you can't break my confidence, okay?
I'm not trying to break your confidence, dear.
That is what you're doing. You have a perverse...
I always say that fat women have the highest self-esteem. I wouldn't dare try to...
Oh, please.
Dare try to go there. The women with low self-esteem are the models, the actresses, the 9s, the 10s. Those are the ones who, I don't know, I weigh 105. I was 104 a week ago. I don't know what I'm going to do. Those are the ones with low self-esteem. I could tell by your self-esteem that you had a little chunkage in the junkage.
You are too much. You know that? You really are too much.
Well,
it's no wonder these girls are calling in trying to get advice from you.
But that's my point, dear. When you treat women with quote-unquote respect, you don't have women fawning all over you. Women are all over a man when he treats them like crap.
That is not true.
And while I'm having this conversation with you, there are women pulling their panties down right now because they love hearing the way I'm talking to you.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, yeah.
You did not say that.
I just did.
You are crazy. Are you in therapy?
I am, as a matter of fact. I am in therapy, yes.
You're off.
Why do you say I'm off, dear?
Because how can you sit there?
But you just said to me, all these women are calling in and asking me for advice. Like you're surprised at that. They're asking me for advice because they hear the way I talk to people like you. They have confidence that I know what I'm talking about.
They don't have confidence.
Of course they do.
No confidence.
But they know that I can help them.
But you can't help them.
Why do they call me and ask for advice?
Because they're idiots.
I see, they're idiots. You, of course, are the IQ queen. You're Albert Einstein calling in here.
No, I did not say that. Okay, I did not say that. I'm just trying to make everybody out there hear somebody who knows what they're talking about.
Oh, really? And you think that's you?
You're promoting men.
You think that's you?
disrespect women.
I'm promoting that men get laid. That's what women are there for, especially if you're a teenage
That's what women
man.
are there for.
Yes.
That's what your sisters and your mother are there for.
Well, they were for somebody else, I'll tell you that.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
Hit it, hit it, hit it, and quit it.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Melissa on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
I just wanted to tell you that you're totally right. Most of the boys that are being raised now by single mothers, which I am, I'm a divorced single mother, and they're all pussified. These women are raising them to be, like you say, sensitive, and they're going to get run over. I've taught my son to be very independent. He's 10. He can cook, he can clean, he can take care of himself, and the lecture that I give him, aside from listening to you, is that he needs to grow up, he needs to go to college, he needs to get a career, forget about women for a while, just go out there, have a good time, don't get attached to anybody, don't let some woman drag you down. And I totally agree with you.
Yeah. It's just amazing how many of these guys out there don't know how to be guys. And adult single women know that guys are like this, and they can't figure out why.
Exactly.
All they need to do is look in the mirror.
Right. And I've had a lot of bachelor friends, so I know a lot about women that I've learned from my guy friends. I know what not to do. I know exactly what drives them nuts. And, and I'm an independent, strong woman, and I'm happy alone. It's not like I'm out there trying to rope some guy in. I take care of myself. If I meet somebody, fine. If I don't, fine. I have enough confidence that I don't have to be hanging on some man. Right. And I don't want some man to be hanging all over me either, because he's pussified.
Right, exactly.
So I just wanted to call and tell you that I totally agree with you.
Thank you, Melissa. Appreciate the call.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
You want to know why women wear makeup and perfume?
Why?
Because they're ugly and they stink.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Stacy. All right. We'll go find Stacy, and we'll say hi to Monica on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Monica.
Wonderful speaking with her now. Anyway, okay, so these girls that are calling you and denying everything, they're driving me insane. You've got to, high school girls, listen. Get rid of the boyfriend and go have fun in college. You can save having babies and having a man around till later in life.
That's right.
They just need to take Leykis 101 and do it themselves. Go have a good time, bring your own money for dinner, and have fun. Stop making things so serious. Remove the thought of love.
Yeah, what's the rush? I mean, people are living now over 80 years old. Why do you have to be married at 21 or 22? Why?
Exactly. I mean, those are the best times of your life. Your body's in the best shape. You can twist yourself in all the right places and have a great time.
Right.
Take the love out of sex. Just have fun.
Right.
That's it. And
by the way, some of the best sex you'll ever have are with people you don't love at all, who definitely don't love you.
Absolutely, because you can not be yourself.
That's
you can
right.
escape from the I'm, straight-laced and good girl.
No arguing. You never have to see the guy's skid marks or do his underwear or anything. I mean, bam.
Exactly.
It's a nothing but erotic.
Absolutely. Have fun, girls. Don't take it seriously.
No doubt about it. Monica, thank you for the call. Our email address is my name. It's Tom at blowmeuptom.com. Tom at blowmeuptom.com. Or you can text us to TXTOM. That's 89866. Send your text message to 89866.
The Tom Leykis Show.